Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Chapman again. I am back with more math. Now we're going to do session 2, 20 steps on the path. So this is a lot like what we did in our last session together, where we were counting how many steps it would take if they put benches and flower pots and fences. And today we're going to be adding something else to the path. So let's go on. All right, so Hansel and Gretel's path. Now that the paths were well marked with fences and had pretty flowers along the way and nice benches to sit on, more people from the village started to take walks in the forest. On the weekends, whole families brought their picnic baskets to the woods, and the forest rang out with the sounds of children laughing and playing. Pretty soon, Hansel and Gretel started finding garbage along the trail. Apple cores, orange and banana peels, old napkins, and they realized that they had forgotten to provide trash cans. It's very important, but why are all those people throwing their trash on the ground anyway? Don't they know better? Let's go on. So here's the new addition. They took care of this right away, and now the paths had fences, benches, trash cans, and pots filled with flowers. So they just keep improving this little path, don't they? So once again, we have the fence at 10 steps, a bench at 5 steps. Now we have a trash can at 2 steps, and the flower pot is back at 1 step. So we are going to take a look at a page that shows a different combination of fences and benches and trash cans. And this page is in your Schoology. So if you want to work through it, if you have it printed out, you can. Otherwise, we're going to do it right here. You could always pause me, I guess. I bet sometimes you wish you could pause me in the classroom, but haha, you can't. So here we go. So here it is. How long is this section of the path, and how do you know? So if we look up at our answer key, that tells us that one fence is 10 steps. So if we have 2 fences, we now have 10 plus 10. So what does that equal? Put that over here. I'll give you a second. I don't have my Unifix cubes here today because we have a lot more than just one problem to solve. So if you want to pause it and get out something to help you count, you can. You could always get out pennies or marshmallows, or maybe you have the little jelly bean starburst that I have right now, which I absolutely love. Maybe you can eat them when you're done. All right, 10 plus 10. I'll stop talking so you can think. You got it. 20. Okay, now we're going to go down and we're going to do some more of these equations. I'm going to switch my color just because it's kind of fun. So we have 2 benches. So one bench is 5 plus another bench is 5 plus a fence is 10. So take a second and see if you can figure out what that equals. And remember to use ways to help you add. Like maybe you can find a double fact. Hint, 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 hint. All right, so if we know that 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 10 more is, it equals 20 again. Good job. Going right along. Switching colors again, because it keeps me happy. We have another fence that's 10 plus another bench that's 5 and another bench that's 5. Okay, now we again have the doubles fact here, but I also want to point out something else. We've talked about this year already, how you can add in any order. So take a look at these 2 problems. Look at these equations. They both are 10 plus 5 plus 5. They're just in a different order. Think about, can that help you solve this equation? And you got it. Once again, it equals 20. Boy, all these equal 20. Look at all these different ways to make 20. Let's see. I'm going to use purple this time. All right, so we have a fence. That's 10 plus 3 flower pots. 1, 2, 3. Plus, a trash can. We haven't had a trash can yet. Plus 2. And then a bench. That's 5. Think about, what does that equal? Once again, look for ways to help you add. Think about, what does 3 plus 2 equal? Can that help you? Wait a second for you. All right, you got it. 3 plus 2 is 5. So again, we are adding the same numbers that we just did. 5 plus 5 plus 10. 10 plus 5 plus 5. 10 plus 5 plus 5. So it equals 20. Ta-da! All right, last one. Here we go. We have a bench. That is 5 steps plus a fence. That's 10 steps plus 2 flower pots plus a trash can plus 1 more flower pot. Take a second. Think about what that will equal. Look for something to help you. Look for using one of our addition strategies. All right, you got it. I bet lots of you already noticed that 2 plus 2 plus 1 equals 5. And once again, we have 5 plus 10 plus 5, just in a different order, and it equals 20. All ways to make 20. Fantastic. All right, I'm going to go back to our slides for just a second. Your last job to do is to work on the worksheet that goes with this. And there's also a home connection that you can find in Schoology. Oops, wrong one. So if you go into Math Session 2, and if you click on 20 steps on the path, I know it's sideways, I can't figure out how to turn it right now, but when you do it, it says you will work with a partner to plan some different ways to make a nice path section that is 20 steps long. So you decide how many fences you have. You decide how many benches, how many trash cans. So come up with 3 different ways to make 20. So that is one of your jobs. Another job that you have, if you go back into the worksheets, is there is a home connection. I'm going to go back into session 2. And there's 2 pages in here. It's all the same home connection. There's just the front and the back, but I couldn't put it on there front and back, obviously. So when this comes up, there's some adding. There's some counting by 2s, starting with different numbers. Be careful. Some of them go up. Some of them go back. So be careful on that one. And then there's also some problem solving on the next page. And again, these are also in the zip drive that I emailed to your moms and dads. So you can try to solve these problems. Number 5, Rosa has 6 blocks. Eric has 7 more blocks than Rosa. How many blocks does Eric have? Show your work. Remember, you need to write an equation in there. And then your challenge has to do with money. So you might need a little help with this one. 4 apples cost $1. How much will Jenny have to pay for 5 apples? Show your work. This might be a good one to draw a picture, and they already put some apples down on the bottom for you. So think about, If 4 apples cost $1, think about how much 5 apples would cost. All right, boys and girls, it's been great doing some math with you. As always, I missed you guys, and I will see you for math session 3 soon. You guys all have a wonderful day. Get outside and play if it's not raining.